Hello Year 11, I'm Mr Hampson and I'm the music teacher here at Frome College.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, and my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, and my sweet. Hey. Ho. Hey. I don't think you're right for him. Think of what it might have been if we took a bus to Chinatown. We'd be standing on Canal and Bowery. She'd be sitting next to me. I belong with you, you belong with me, and my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, and my sweet. And love, we need it now. Let's hope for some, 'cause oh, we're bleeding now.
Hello new prospective students, I am Mr Hampson here at Frome College and I am the music teacher. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about A-level music technology and A-level music that we run here at Frome College. So first of all I'll talk about A-level music technology. Now with the music technology A-level we run EdXL, which is the only exam board. It's a really good one, we've been teaching it for a number of years with really good results across the range with our students. So for a quick overview, we have four main components in A-level music technology. So the first one is recording, which is worth 20% of your final grade. We also have technology-based composition, which is worth 20%. We have listening and analysing, which is 25%. And we also have producing and analysing, which is 35%. So I'm going to break down these and explain how we learn them, what we do in class, and how these are assessed in year 13. So there's no exams in year 12 that get sent to the exam board, but there is work that we'll send off in the second year and 2 examinations that we'll sit as well. So the first component we talked about was component 1, which is recording. So in this topic, you'll learn how to record a band, different techniques and approaches to recording, editing and mixing, and mastering. Quite a lot of this is hands-on, it's really practical. We'll learn how to mic up all sorts of different instruments from acoustic guitars, electric guitars, basses, stringed instruments, violins, violas, etc., brass. We'll learn how to record drums, which is probably one of the most exciting, most challenging parts, as well as vocals. We encourage our students throughout the whole 2 years to get hands-on with recording in the studio. You will have assignments and homeworks in year 12 where I'll be expecting you to record from very small stuff to just vocals through to full band mixes. This is personally one of my favourite parts of the course. It's really good fun and it would definitely lend itself to going on to becoming a recording engineer in the future, or if that's something you're interested in with music technology at degree level. It also lends itself to live sound, so mic techniques, where to place things and how they work, lends itself to live sound and just basically producing sound at concerts, gigs and venues. So that's a rough breakdown of recording. In your second year, you will send off a full close mic'd recording of a band. So there's about 24 track plus requirement. You'll record all of the musicians separately and you'll multi-track it. Lots of overdubbing and lots of microphones being used at one time. And then you'll take this back into the studio and mix it in your own time. And you'll have about 7 or 8 months to complete this project. It's a big project and it counts towards 20% of your final mark, which is externally assessed. The next component is technology-based composition. So it's quite a creative course that we run here, and you will be composing all the way throughout year 12 until you get your final assignments in year 13. So we'll do a range of composition from composing for film and TV, where you'll get film clips that you need to compose along to. We'll do lots of sample-based composition with opportunities to record, collect, and manipulate your own samples. And there'll be lots of use of synthesizers. You can use the studio to record parts as well, and it's all based in Logic. So you'll spend a lot of time composing and learning how to compose and developing your skills throughout year 12 in preparation for year 13, when you'll complete a composition which will be briefed by the exam board. So, we will develop your knowledge and understanding of harmony, melody and rhythm to create a successful piece of music, and advanced synthesis and sampling techniques will be learned over the 2 years to make you really accomplished. We've had a number of students in years past go on to study composition at degree level, and a lot of them looking at TV and film composition particularly, which they really enjoy. So you may have already had a go at composing, you may have some of your own SoundCloud projects and stuff happening at the moment. We've had a number of students who already get involved in music tech, which is fab. Or you may have only just done composition at GCSE before, so it really doesn't matter where you are, so long as you have an idea of composing and you've composed something to some degree before. GCSE music will lend itself, BTEC if you've done composing there will help, or if you haven't studied any formal music qualifications, we would look for you to have some sort of idea of music production or creation that you've done in your own time at home. Okay, the next component is listening and analysing, component 3. In this one, we look at the history and development of music technology over time, and it starts from sort of 1910s through to the present day. So the main recording eras we'll learn is the direct-to-mono recording era, 1950 to 63, the early multi-track recording, 64 to 69, large multi-track recording, digital recording and sequencing in the present day, and the emerging of the digital audio workstation, things such as Logic, Cubase, basically software in which we create music. Now, they may sound a little bit dry on their own, but with these comes different styles of music. So in the direct-to-mono recording era, we're looking at rock and roll, we look at different forms of jazz, cool, hot jazz, so there's different musical styles being used there, through to we look at things such as heavy metal, punk, rock, popular music. So there's a real broad range of musical styles which we study, and we analyse the type of music technologies and advances that were happening around that time. So if you're a bit of a musicologist and you're really into your history of sort of popular music, then this component is really, really interesting, and it's great for people who are into different types of synths and drum machines and different famous pieces of equipment. So it's a really interesting component. There's lots of listening and talking in lessons and analysing what's going on with the music and talking about the different music technology processes and hardware and software that's being used at these times. So it's a really interesting one. We also look at the context in which some of these musics were founded as well. The last component is producing and analysing. So in class, a lot of this will be learning how to use Logic. So using Logic to edit and fix audio and MIDI. It will again be building on your advanced synthesis and your sampling techniques. We'll look at more of the physicsy side of music technology as well. So we'll be doing technical numeracy and reading graphs, looking at frequency responses, looking at the circuitry and the way that certain effects pedals and things work. So basically, how do these things of music technology work, and looking at it from a physics perspective. Now, it's not too heavy. You don't need to have been amazing at physics in GCSE. A lot of it's fairly simple. But that element will be in there, so really learning how sound works and how we're manipulating it on a physics scale in this course. Production techniques will also be looked at, and how to apply them as well. So how would you go about mixing a jazz piece rather than a modern rock piece? So what choices you would make and how you would produce them to sound like this. This exam is worth 35% and it happens in your second year. Now, it is a practical exam, so you'll actually sit this on a computer with the software Logic and the paper, and you'll be given stuff by the exam board, audio and MIDI files to manipulate and change. So going back to the component 3, listening and analysing, that is also an exam worth 25%, and that's just a listening exam, so you'll get tracks to listen to and answer questions to, and based all again on the history of music technology. Okay. So on the whole, music technology is a largely practical subject. In terms of requirements, what we ask for is generally it's good if you play an instrument or you have had experience of using DAW. So some people are using things like Reaper, FL Studio, Cubase, GarageBand, Logic, something at home. So if you haven't studied a GCSE as such, then it is a really good one if you are doing music outside. So that's really important. I encourage students to send me ideas of tracks and things that they've done, especially if they're questioning whether they're suitable for the course. So you don't have to have studied GCSE music, you don't have to have studied BTEC music. Quite a few of our students do actually come from, they have been interested in producing in their own time, have been creating music on their own electronically. They've got real passion for music tech, and a lot of them go on to do really, really well. Okay, so you don't have to have a massive music theory understanding. You don't have to have learned about classical and traditional musics necessarily. So just drop me an email if you're interested and explain. But I would expect you to have had some musical background, whether that be playing around with these things at home and having produced some of your own music is important. Likewise, if you've done GCSE, A-Level, BTEC or the Rock School Music Technology course, then this course is absolutely open to you. It's a great course for singer-songwriters, it's a great course for composers, and it's a great course for those who are really into their electronic music production as well. So it's a really balanced course, and a lot of our students go on to university and do really, really well afterwards. So we get some great grades here at Frome College.
Hello, I'm Scott. I'm in Year 12. I'm studying music technology at A-Level. I've been at Frome College for 4 years. I started in Year 9. I think my favourite thing about this course at the moment is the freedom that the facilities have given me and the rest of my class, and I'm thinking of studying music tech in the future in an apprenticeship or in university.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm in Year 13. I've been studying in college for 2 years and I'm doing A-Level Music Technology. The thing that I enjoy most about music technology is the broadening of all factors of it. I enjoy the practical parts of learning how to record and use microphones in the studio, and I also enjoy having my own creative freedom to synthesize my own music with a lot of really good facilities and good advice. To the degree that I actually am going to be taking it for university, I'm going to be doing a creative music technology degree as my main choice at the moment at Falmouth University, with the intention of doing music production as a career.
My name is Jack Brown. I'm in Year 13 and I've been here since 2016, Year 9. My favourite thing about music at college would be the broad curriculum that they study over the years that you're here, and all the extracurricular activities they do, such as choir, ukulele orchestra, and even going to concerts such as Wells Cathedral. And in my future, I would love to go to university to study commercial music, which is what Frome College has inspired me to do.